Secrets. Trust. Worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret. Warrior's Trust. And Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
Nothing unusual about a 4 a.m. call to a back alley in downtown Kenton. A young woman lying pristine and unmarked on the cold, hard ground. I get to work quickly, but there's not much to go on here. No marks of any kind, no signs of struggle, just a dead Vic in the middle of an alley. And then there's that. Dead body in a dumpster that looks like a grizzly bear has crawled its way out of his stomach.
The original intention of the film was just for my personal use, but I thought with it being such a unique thing that I'd like to offer it to anybody who wants to see it. On the first visit, Jack took us into his another room, separate room, and there were these brown parcels full of artwork piled up, and he said to me, "You draw like I do." We were in the studio for 5 hours, you know, it was fantastic, and there's this, he's got this desk, and everything he's ever drawn has come from this desk, and then I would just go with the flow, and that's what this film is about. It's just a unique film of him.
He says, "I beat you." He says, "They say we came in under the dead heat." He says, "That's not true because I beat you." And the American said, "Well," he says, "if you like to think so," he says, "but I know the real story." He says, I know I clearly won that one." See? Well, Joe is 6'3", and I was a runt, say, from the Lower East Side. And being Joe's partner was an advantage to me because Joe was believable, you know, they would talk to Joe, and the Goodman brothers would get to know him. Martin Goodman owned Marvel at that time. He went to his mother and he says, "Look, Jackie got a job drawing." He says, "They're paying him part, they're paying him money for drawing." He says, "Suppose I go with Jackie." He says, and he says, "They'll pay me money." He says, "I'll draw and they'll pay me money." He said, "I'll give the money to you," which we did. We gave it all to our mothers. They called me from NASA. You know, I lived in Long Island. And they say, "Would you like to come down and draw these guys in training?" I swear, this is not a story. And I said, "Yes, of course, I'd love to come down." And,
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
In a world ravaged by monsters, a new evil has risen, poisoning the land and threatening humanity. Now, the Monster Matador, along with the meanest and baddest kaiju killers, have joined forces to kick its ass. Monster Matador, Afropocalypse.
Hey, yo, you know what time it is. It's 3:14, so that means I got 1 minute to introduce our special guest that's going to be here for just a little while today with the boys. Check him out.
So just sit right down, relax, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Kick the chops out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Rum, rum.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Yeah, baby! You know, the only time I miss my hair is when I'm trying to headbang.
Yeah, baby.
We got Dave. We got Rex. Doc has a little something special he wants to share with Rex.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Dave, it's good to see you, brother. Rex, always a pleasure. Chat, always rocks. I was going to show you the pinup. I'm 88% done with it. Thought you might like to get a view.
Why am I not getting my thing?
Yeah, baby.
So
very nice, Doc.
Just thank you, Dave. The question I had for you very quickly is she holding a javelin or a spear?
Hold it up.
I had her holding a javelin, but you could have her holding a sword, a spear,
Hold
whatever.
it up there again, Doc. Let us talk about it for a minute.
Well, I'm gonna go for a spear just to add some weight to that side of the page.
Okay. That sounds
yeah,
good.
because it looks like she's holding something that's planted in the ground there or on the ground. So,
well, yeah, I mean, I roughed it in, but I've got
the bolos there, and got the netting. Yeah,
yep.
Capture
but
net.
Here's what I drew it on. You ready? This the pack of paper I had was horrible.
Yeah,
but I discovered the inside cover of the pack is 200-pound weight Bristol board. I'm using that.
200 pound. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Use up that piece.
Waste not, want not.
So my challenge to you guys was, now in your collections, you have to find one of my issues. They're out there. They're out there.
Oh, what do you mean one of your issues? You mean something you've actually published?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I won't have it, will I?
Assassinate the Mind Stalker. Alpha Strike number 1, War Max number 1, 2, and 3, and something else.
Alpha Strike sounds interesting.
It was good. It was good stuff. But anyway, I'm going to get out of you guys' show and let you guys do your due so I can watch and enjoy. Get with me later, Rex, and we'll talk about the pages.
And I'm going to get out of it too. Rex, Dave, have a great show. I'll be doing my thing. You know what's up.
Thanks very much, Pops.
Go get them, guys. I'm out of here.
Yeah, cheers, Doc.
See you, Doc.
Hi, Rex.
How's it going, Dave?
It's going very well, thank you.
Good weekend. Good weekend.
Yeah, not so bad at all. Not so bad at all. So I believe we're talking about Gil Kane today.
We are, and I was thinking maybe next week we could talk about this artist here. Got a good example of his work. How about a little John Byrne?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Only slight snag. I'm on holiday next week again.
Oh, well, okay, that's fine.
So,
I mean,
but we can save John Byrne for the week after, though. That's no problem.
Sure, fine. I and Pops, I've been gathering up some of my CG projects. If he'll fill in for you, then we'll do some more CG books.
Okay. Yes, I already dropped.
What do we got next weekend?
Yeah.
What is next? When's Father's Day? Before I go and screw myself out of the time.
When's Father's Day? I think it's about the middle of June, Pops.
That's what I'm saying. Is that next Sunday? Because I'm not screwing myself out of a free round of golf.
Let me just check.
Yeah. Okay, Dave's checking. While he's checking,
Father's Day is the 19th of June, Pops. Well, 19th. It is in the UK anyway.
Oh, in the UK, it's the 19th.
I don't know about over your way, whether it's the same as ours or not.
You better get a calendar out and check it or Google it there, Pop.
It's actually on my phone, Pop. So if you check your mobile, you might find it on
June
there.
19th. Yep.
So it's not next week.
No, it's the week after.
Okay. Does that sound good to you, Pop, showing some more CG books?
Well, I mean, indie comics is like, I don't have like a stack of specifically CG books that I haven't already shown off.
Okay, well, I mean, if you want to just do like random comics to show, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's up to you. It's your show, man. You just tell me what I'm supposed to do, or we could find a stand-in guest. I know there's a couple people that have asked to be on the show with you guys, so
yeah,
you could still
you always do that.
Pick a topic or pick an artist or a writer or whatever, and just.
I was just going to say, Pops, if it's Father's Day in 2 weeks' time, you might not be available, so we might have to put it back another week for the John Byrne one.
Yeah, this I don't know. We might be able to figure something out. I don't know. Might be able to figure out a way to just get you guys in the studio so you can do the show anyway if you're available.
Yeah.
Well, if you want next week to have someone else on, just give him the topic, John Byrne. Surely he's got some John Byrne lying around.
Yeah. Actually, the guy that it's Doc's friend that wanted to be out here with you guys. So, Doc, hook your buddy up. Tell him next Sunday we can get him out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look up some of his John Byrne stuff.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Because I mean, John Byrne's so vast, we can double back to him. I'm sure we'll double back to Buscema, Kirby.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, you guys don't have to just stick to an artist. You could also like take a run, like the Defenders run, which has a whole bunch of different people on it during the 150 books or whatever, right?
Yeah. And then we've got inkers to go at as well. Yeah.
Lots of people to talk about. I mean, Mike Barron, you talk about Mike Barron's body of work. He's not an artist, but Punisher, Badger, Nexus, Thing Blue Line, Florida Man, Buddy McGirt. Dude's got books out the butt. It's like you just got to start talking about it.
Hey, pal Ryder.
When does the pole dancing start? right after I leave, bro.
As soon as I find the pole. Well, we talked about this book last week, right? Because we did John Buscema last week.
Last week, yeah.
Last week, not last year.
Yeah.
And Superman: Blood of My Ancestors. Gil Kane started the book. He passed away. John Buscema took up for Gil Kane, and then he passed away.
Right.
And then Kevin Nolan came in and finished the book. And this is a Kevin Nolan, but this was the last book that Gil Kane and John Buscema worked on, was Superman: Blood of My Ancestors, a one-shot.
Right.
And
what year was that, Rex?
Oh, good question. I'm thinking early 90s, maybe 2003.
2003.
2003, right. I think, yeah.
Yeah, 21 years ago then.
I guess so. You're the one with the calendar. Now, I want to show you one of my favorite Gil Kane covers. It's probably not what you expect. I think Gil Kane is probably the seminal cover artist for Marvel during the 70s.
He did a lot. He did a lot of covers.
He did a lot of covers. Here's one, Creatures on the Loose, featuring Thongor.
I remember that one.
It's a 25 center, number 29. Just the design of this is just awesome. Thongor.
Yeah, that's a nice cover.
Yeah.
I never had that issue, but I had one or two other issues round about those numbers.
If you know design, it's just see his sword goes up here, and then his sword, and then the swipe across here, and that sword, and your eye just keeps going round and round and centered where the action is.
Yeah.
And then hanging off to the side here is the damsel in distress, almost at the hanging off the cover.
Indeed.
It's just an awesome, awesome cover in my guesstimation, design wise, and one of the best that he ever did.
Yeah, that is a nice cover, that, Rex.
Yeah, you can't hate Lizard Man.
Oh no. Absolutely not.
Well, I've got now that's a test cover. I have some stuff that's a little bit newer produced, although they don't do it this way anymore, production artwork. And these were done for the Marvel has essential books that they reprint with DC has showcase books. And these were done for that. Some stuff was done for the archives that I have. But this is a page one from one of the stories, because they had multiple stories in these. From June 1955, Strange Adventures number 57, page 1 of that story by Gil Kane. A very early Gil Kane.
Yeah.
Look at his artwork.
Very nice, that.
Interior stuff. And then here's another one. This is from Strange Adventures 61 from 1955, page 1. I believe the first story in that one.
Yeah.
Just that's the splash page.
Excellent.
You can kind of see, how his style has changed. Now, this one really screams Gil Kane to me. The Martian Masquerade. This is from April 1956. So late Golden Age. 56 was the switchover year to the Silver Age, right?
Yeah.
According to experts. This is Strange Adventures number 67, page 1. Sort of a crowd of people there by Gil Kane.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's good to see that stuff in black and white,
It is, because you can see all the lovely artwork, can't you?
Here's Strange Adventures number 70, page 1 from July 1956 with Joe Gila, Gelly, I guess, Joe Gelly inks. Some of this early stuff, I wouldn't say, well, that's Gil Kane, but his style changed over time.
I think it did. Over the years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go along with that.
Now, what do you have to show us, Dave? I don't want to just show my whole stack here.
I'm going to start with, I have 3 books to show today. I'm starting with the lightest, thinnest one. So I don't know if you've seen this book before.
I have not.
Okay.
Do you have a year when that came out?
Yeah. It was 2001, Rex.
Okay, who publishes that? Can you tell us?
I can, I think. It's published by Hermes Press, Pennsylvania.
Okay. And what
So
is the
that's
ISBN number on that? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, you can identify any book by the ISBN number.
You can actually.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So, because some of these reference books like that are hard to find, aren't they, Dave?
They are.
Now, did you? Is that a British edition? That may not be available in America.
I think it's an American edition, this, Rex.
Okay.
Yeah, the ISBN number is 0-9710311-1-8.
Okay. I hope they can replay that and replay that.
They can replay that bit.
I got to be careful.
This is the
Dave, he'll take me literal. Yeah,
this is the table. This is the table of contents page.
With his signature up top there, a faux signature, the way he signed things. Of course, he used to put a GK with a dot underneath the K.
Did he?
When he inked his own stuff.
Right. Okay. So
and
this is the introduction page.
In the 70s and 80s and so forth, yeah. Now, I heard Gil Kane would like come into the offices and that he would take artwork that wasn't his necessarily.
Oh, right. Okay.
Have you heard that?
No, I hadn't heard that, to be honest, Rex.
Yeah, he kind of had sticky fingers. But you know what? That stuff was probably slated to be destroyed anyway.
Well, that's probably true.
Now, that particular Green Lantern book there that has the shadow-like figure there, which is done in a different color, I have that. I have a copy of that.
Righto.
It's like what, 60-something?
Yeah, I think it's 68.
Yeah, 68.
It's the original artwork for the cover of Green Lantern number 60.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's great when they had the original artwork still around to scan.
It is.
And I would say most of the artwork, if it was saved, it was probably saved by the artist that did it.
Well, yeah.
You know, because that stuff was just... What is that? Spider-Man?
Yeah. It is.
Well, you know, Gil Kane, in a way, was the first artist that I ever saw. Him and Dick Gargiano and others that did that Marvel magazine in 1973, Vampire Tales #5.
Yeah.
And it had a reprint of Amazing Spider-Man 102, the origin story of Morbius.
Right.
Yeah, there's a Ghost Rider. Actually, a story about that. You see the Ghost Rider up there in the Ditko box?
Yeah.
I believe Gil Kane drew that. And I attributed it to Bud Badansky when I was selling a piece. And Bud contacted me and said, no, that was done by Gil Kane, and set me straight about it.
Right. Well, this is that Ghost Rider I just showed you there. It's
hey, Shadowhawk.
It's original cover art for Ghost Rider 25, August 1977.
Yeah, in a way, you know, in a way, Gil Kane introduced me to Bud Badansky, who was a longtime artist, and I actually picked those up in the 80s when he was doing Ghost Rider. So you never know what's going to transpire sometimes.
That's true. Here's another couple of drawings here.
Oh, wow. Buck Rogers.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know he did the Buck Rogers, some Buck Rogers pieces.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's the other. I'm just trying to get it round the right way.
Yeah.
That's it.
And what are the notations there? What does that say? Is that notated to somebody or?
Yeah, it says the left shot, which was the first one you saw, is a publicity portrait of Buck Rogers, and below the corresponding portrait of Buck's girlfriend and fellow freedom fighter Wilma Deering. And that was 1929 national newspaper syndication.
Wow, man, that's some of his early stuff.
Yeah, very early.
Yeah, so I guess he kind of freelanced for the newspapers back then.
Yeah,
he couldn't have been too old.
I'm guessing he did, because on the next page there's a couple more
Does it
drawings
say
there.
when he was born, Dave? And
It
when he
might
died?
do. Let's have a look. Let's see. It might be near the back. We'll just have a
Okay.
have
Books
a look
like that
and
are just a
see.
wealth of information.
I'm not 100% sure. Not
Well, you
studied
know,
yet.
it was early 20th century.
Yeah, we'll go along
I
with
mean,
that.
you know, if he's doing that work in the late 1920s, that's amazing.
Well, I'm just looking at an index of his work now at the back of the book, and it's saying Gil Kane checklist.
Oh, those are great.
1941.
No, that wouldn't have been when he was born.
No, that's when he did his first work.
Okay.
1941. So I don't know how old he would be.
Well, I mean, those Buck Rogers, though, were earlier than that. Yeah, I had that Adam piece there. I didn't even realize he was the artist on that Legends.
Right.
I had that particular one.
Mm-hmm.
That really does not scream Gil Kane to me at all.
No.
Because it's painted, you know.
That's it. But
yeah, I mean, if he's doing things, only Dave would say 1941. And, you know, he did stuff in the late 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll ever be. What do you? Here's a question, Dave. What do you reckon that Gil Kane will be remembered for most?
I would say.
And you can say more than one answer.
I would say Green Lantern, Amazing Spider-Man, at least.
Okay.
And probably you know, some of the Creatures on the Loose stories.
Yeah.
That you did for Marvel.
I would have thrown the Atom in there too.
Yeah. I mean, there's some original art from the Spider-Man one.
Yeah, I forgot that he did some phenomenal and like I say, the origin of Morbius with Gil Kane artwork was in the first Marvel anything that I bought back in 1973.
That's it. And then on the other side we have the the Atom?
Yeah, I mean he did most of the Atoms. He did, you know, a bunch of Green Lanterns. That's primarily what I knew him for, but he did a lot of like you said, Creatures on the Loose, you know, but Marvel covers.
Here's a nice selection for you.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have that Creatures on the Loose with that. That's a wonderful cover. That orange. Red Wolf, which was kind of like a Western. Kid Coat, yeah. Captain America, yeah. Warlock, yeah. I've got some of this stuff in production artwork I'll be showing here in a second. Wow. Kazar, yeah. Daredevil. Those are some of those Bronze Age covers I was talking about.
Yeah, they are indeed, yeah.
Yeah, he was just phenomenal during the Bronze Age. I liked his stuff. Now, he inked like Alex Toth. He inked with a flare pen when he inked his own stuff.
Right.
And it was a fatter line. But
have you seen that cover before, Rex?
I have. Gil Kane Savage. Magazine size, I believe.
Right.
Starhawks, yeah. And Black Mark, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen some of that stuff. I've not had any of it, even in my first collection. I mean, he was very prolific, wasn't he?
Well, as you can see from this selection of covers in this book, I mean, you know.
I actually have the production of piece to that Atom where he's hitting the original Atom through the cover. I'm glad that you showed that because that's one of my favorite Gil Kane covers.
I do like the covers that are trying to explode out the pages.
Yeah, I do too.
You know.
Yeah, he did some Thunder Agents as well for Wally Wood's company, Tower Comics. I'd forgotten that. Of course, the Avengers.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man, probably the most popular character on the planet.
Yeah.
He did have a pretty good run on Spider-Man, didn't he, Dave?
He did, yes. I would say that he did. A couple more Atom covers here for you.
Yeah, now I have that one with Dr. Light.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me that the Atom covers, I actually have the second appearance of Atom out of Showcase. Oh, and that's Atom #1 that wasn't numbered on the cover, and I have some I have that in black and white that I'm going to show you in a minute.
Right. Oh. Seeing if there's any other bits that
That's
jump out at
unusual
me.
that they don't have an issue number on the cover,
No,
especially a
it's not.
number one issue.
Yeah, which is unusual.
He
It's
first had a
unusual.
tryout like Green Lantern and others that he did in Showcase. Showcase Presents.
Some nice black and white stuff here for you as well.
Now, I would say he inked that because it's a fatter line, and he inked that with a flare pen. That's all Gil Kane, drawing and inking.
Well, that page I've just shown you now is from, where's it from? The Ring of Nimbulog or something.
Oh, yeah, he did that in the 80s. That was kind of a prestige format thing that he did.
Right, okay.
You know, a little bit square bound, a little bit more expensive.
Just seeing if I can pick up a couple more pages for you.
I'm going to be showing a bunch of X-Men books today, Uncanny X-Men, on
there's
my
so
show.
many pages in this book. I don't know which pages to show off tonight. Kid?
Yeah. Dick Ayers and Herb Trimpe and Gil Kane and a bunch of those worked on the Western line at different times.
Talking of X-Men, I've got a
Jack Kirby as well, of course.
I've got your X-Men here.
Oh yeah, the seminal cover there, right? The giant size X-Men. Do you have that one, Dave?
No, I don't. I never have had that one, to be fair.
I never have either. 1975.
No, I'm afraid it's one that I didn't pick up at the time, and I should have done.
Iron Fist?
Iron Fist Marvel Premiere?
Yeah. Do you ever wonder about if I could go back? Because you don't really... Oh, yeah, and there you go. The Living Mummy in suspense thrillers, isn't it?
Supernatural thrillers. Yeah.
I have that Astonishing Tales Khazar cover where he's about knocking the Neanderthal out of the cover, isn't he? Kicking him.
just about, yeah.
Yeah. He did some great Living Mummy covers.
There's a Thor one.
Mm-hmm.
And that one there.
Oh, with Morbius. Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I think that's an original art page, that one.
Yeah. Leave room for that logo up top.
So I'm just going to pick out a couple more and then I'll let you pop in, Rex.
Okay.
There's a Batman one there.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, now he did that famous cover with there's Plastic Man cover.
Yeah.
He did a famous where Robin and Batman are pulling on the arms, one on each side of Batgirl when she first came out.
Right.
I think that was her third appearance.
Right, I'm going to hand it over to you for a short time, Rex.
Okay.
That was my lightest book.
All right. Well, here we have some of those Atom pages that we're talking to. This would be from Showcase number 34, page 11. And I'm not sure, I didn't have time to look it up, exactly.
Yeah.
Which was his first appearance, if it was 34 or I think it was 34, the first. And whoops, I kind of got that out of order. Here's a Green Lantern splash page, number 23, Green Lantern. Sort of did you ever have one of these as a kid, Dave, the slingshot?
No,
I did.
Don't think I ever did.
Okay. You kind of got a Green Lantern grasshopper there.
Oh, yeah.
The title of this one's The Green Lantern Disasters. And here's from Green Lantern number 25, page 18. This is kind of they had chapters, right?
Yeah.
They had like second, chapter, third chapter. Well, this is kind of the splash page for the third chapter.
That's right. Yes, they used to do that in DC, didn't they?
I believe this villain had a magnetic gun.
Right.
Kind of like Magneto, but he used a gun for his powers. And this is number 34, page 1, three-way attack against Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah.
And they would always do, you know, see these little legs on the panels.
Oh,
and
the
then
bottom,
yeah, and then they would have the copyright down in there.
Ah, right. So that was the space for the small print.
Yeah, but they never leveled it off. They always, you know, did these on those around this time, around probably mid-60s.
It's the first time I've actually seen that on a example page.
Oh, okay. This is number 35, page 8. Some of these will be in color, some won't be.
Yeah.
I always liked the little atom symbol when he changed and shrank.
Yeah, yeah.
He's trying to save a drowning man in a car there.
Yeah.
And this is Showcase Presents number 35, page 9. Where he's also another page from that where he's saving the man from the water out of the car. One of those great 60s cars that had no power steering, had no power brakes. And if you've ever driven something like that, you know how hard it is to turn.
Yeah, a long time ago, yeah.
Or to brake, yeah. Hey, Fanta. Yeah. Fanta just came in. Phantasmagorical. Showcase Presents number 35, page 19 of the Atom. And towards the end of the Atom run, he teamed up with Hawkman. And Joe Kubert started drawing some of it, I think, at least some of the covers. Now, this is from one of the archives, I think. Showcase Presents number 36, Atom Archive, page 8. And the reason I say, remember they used to run an ad?
At the bottom, yeah.
And it would be cut off. They no longer do that. It might be a Tootsie Roll ad or something. It may be another kiddie cartoon or something.
It's a bit like what Marvel did back in the 70s, Rex, where the center pages had an advert on the bottom half of each side.
There he's hitting guy on the chin and getting stuck on flypaper. And the reason I know this is from an archive because they put those at the on the pages there.
Yeah,
where he's transforming.
To fill up the space.
To fill up the space of where the ad used to be. Now, this is Showcase 36, page 10. Showing how small he is.
Yeah, excellent.
And here's another one from the archive, number 36, page 12, where it has the transformation there.
Yep.
Again, that must have had an ad. And then Atom number 1 cover that you showed a while ago in that book. It didn't have an issue number on the cover.
Which is unusual.
Which is unusual. And he kind of went up against the Plant Master here, I believe.
Yeah. A Venus flytrap by the looks of that.
Yeah, Venus flytrap, yeah.
Yeah.
And here you're whacking on people on a chin. This is Atom number 2, page 6. See, he's riding the barrel of the gun there.
Oh, yeah.
He's very small. And one thing he used to do was shrink down and go into the phone and ride the electronic waves on the line. And then when they would answer the phone, he'd come out and sock them.
That's right.
And in the 1960s, they had, this is my last DC page, and then we'll switch it over to you. And then I have a few more Marvel things of his. This was the second appearance of Zatanna, Atom number 19, page 17 from July 1965.
Right.
Sort of a wizard there that conjures up different things.
Yeah.
Dragon and everything. So what else you got for us, Dave?
Right. Well, I'm working up in book sizes. So this is my medium-sized book here.
Okay.
I don't know
should
if
be
you've seen this one
exhausted by the
before.
time we get done then.
Yeah.
Pops,
So I
are
don't
you
know if
there?
you've seen. I don't
Can
know
you
if
make
you've seen
him
this
big?
one before. Sorry.
Thank-
Oh, cheers, pops.
The Silver
So yeah,
Age of comic book art. Okay.
yeah. So this was published by Collectors Press. Collectors Press, I think it is. So I'm just gonna.
Okay, while
So
you're looking there, I've got a question for you, Dave. Do you have any extra issues of something?
Extra issues of what?
Of comics. Do you ever, by accident, get a second copy or anything?
The only time I ever did that was when I used to collect the British Marvels. I used to collect 2 copies instead of 1.
Was that the newspaper, the larger newspaper ones?
It was the British,
like the Captain Britons?
Yes, it was that size.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's more like a newspaper.
It was more like a magazine size, to be fair.
Okay. Well, was there a reason you did that?
Yeah, because I just thought, well, I'll buy 2 copies of the first issue, and then I can sell them in about 50 years' time.
Okay. Okay. Man,
So
we got to do some trading at some time. There you go.
This is the splash page, so to speak, of the book.
Now, when did this book come out, Dave?
Right. Just bear with me again while I have a look and see.
Okay.
2003, this one.
2003. Okay.
And I was actually watching a documentary on YouTube over the last couple of days on the person who wrote this book, Arian Schumer, I think is his name, if I've spelled that right. So in this book, it covers all these artists, you see.
Right. Yeah.
You've got Infantino, Steve Ditko, Jack Kirby, Gil Kane, Joe Kubert, Gene Colan, of course, Steranko.
I know this book. He lists 10 artists, and he considers these the top 10 artists of the
That's right.
of comics.
That's right.
I've seen a documentary on this, and he tells why. Like Infantino, he talks about him doing the Flash and Speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adding speed to comics.
Yeah, that's right. So this is the introduction page.
I want that book. That's great. Yeah.
I'm just going to turn over and go through these few pages for you to see.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there he's going up against the Golden Age Green Lantern. I always love that Gila monster cover.
Yeah. And then this is the next page, as you can see.
Yeah. Just the way he did hands, elbows, knees, so distinctive.
Yeah, definitely. I like that picture there.
Yeah, where you're getting to see nose hair.
That's pretty good, that one.
That's a big book once you lay it out.
It's a fair size book, yeah. These are two full page spreads.
Yeah, there's that Batman cover again and that Plastic Man cover again. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he must have had fun doing Plastic Man. Come on.
Yeah. And then you've got a Captain America page there.
Yeah. And there he is being socked again.
Yeah.
I don't feel so bad at not getting my production art or my books from that. I actually have a high grade copy of that and a sort of a medium grade book of that. I have a couple of Captain Action.
Captain Action. Now that's a character I didn't know at all.
Okay, Captain Action was a action figure.
Right.
And he would have different costumes. Yes, you had the Captain Action like he is there, but he could be changed into Aquaman, Captain America, all kinds of and he did the first few issues of that, the covers, I know. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to hand it back to you again, Rex. For
very good, time. Very good.
Yeah.
Defenders number. I just missed this one, but before I was even collecting my I've told this story before, but my neighbor broke his leg and he was laid up for a while. So his mom bought him some comics. Well, and then about a year later, he says, I'm going to put these in a yard sale for 50 cents. And I said, I want them, so I went into my mom, got 50 cents, and I got my first stack of comics.
Right.
Only thing that I had up to that time, I think, was maybe that Vampire Tales #5. And so in that stack of like 5 books, it was about a dime a piece I paid. So I guess I have paid a dime for a comic before. Actually, I paid less than that, and I've actually got some free. So, but it was Sal Buscema artwork, Sal Buscema cover, number 15, and it had Professor X and the Magneto and his Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And but the next issue here, number 16, still has the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, but at the end of 15 you got to see this character here with the bulbous head, Alpha, the ultimate mutant menace. And I always like when they have like scales of justice, you know.
Oh yeah.
So there you have the Blob going up against the Hulk and the other,
so that's issue number what?
16.
Hang on a second.
Okay. And I did not get 16. I got 15.
Yeah, hang on a second.
Okay.
Man, I got to tear some shit apart to get at this thing, too.
Well, I bet you've got some Defenders.
Oh, tearing my set apart, yo.
Oh, boy.
There we go. How's that?
Oh, yeah, in living color. Yeah.
In living color.
Uh-huh. Now, is that the British one with the pence?
It is.
Okay.
Yep.
7 pence?
7 new pence.
New pence.
New pence, because we had old pence as well.
And was that 1975?
This one was
check the copyright.
1974, so you're pretty close there. Right?
Okay, 74. That was before I started collecting. I think I got started in 1975 in a way. 76, really. Yeah.
You can see.
Yeah. Show us the cover. Show us the cover again. Show us the cover again.
Certainly.
Yeah. So you got the Blob and the Brute. Yeah. Look at that.
14.
There's Pops.
16, 18.
Yeah.
Or 17. I mean, that one's 17.
They had some awesome covers.
I don't have 15. I don't know why I don't have 15 there.
Yeah, 15 was one of my first comics I ever got. That was before I even started collecting. Switch back over to me, Pops.
You see, that's Namor's Goofy costume right there.
Yeah.
15.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. 15.
15. That was one of the first comics I ever had. Loved it. Read it. Can't remember who did the cover. I think is that Sal Buscema? I'm not sure.
Oh.
He was the artist again, anyway, on the inside.
Yeah, I know he did the insides. Yeah. Just wonderful. I think that's where Nighthawk actually shows you his jetpacks underneath his wings for the very first time in that issue.
Yeah. I'm just having a look. It's a long time since I've read it.
Yeah. And I take it that's the British version. Most of your collection is going to be in British.
You'll never guess what I used to do back in the day, will you?
You cut out the Marvel value stamps.
I cut out not only the Marvel value stamp, but I also cut out the 2 art panels from the letters pages.
Oh man, did it affect the story?
As you can see.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that if it affected the story, would you?
It did affect the story.
Oh my gosh. Well, I did. I actually did that a few times myself. I broke down and did that a few times.
Yeah.
That's almost killing offense, isn't it? For
just
collectors.
About.
Yeah.
I regret it now.
I do too. Especially if it affects the story, right?
Yeah, well, that's it. If it hadn't have affected the story as much, I wouldn't have minded as much. But at the time, I just thought, what the hell?
Yeah. I really debated in my mind whether I wanted to do that, start doing that. And I did, or broke
because
in?
there is supposed to be a book being either having been published or being published about Marvel Value stamps, and I've had it on order for over a year and a half, and I still haven't managed to get a copy yet.
Okay. Now I know a few years ago I was looking up original ones with stamps and stuff.
Yeah.
Or just like a blank book of that where they actually issued, a Marvel stamp book back then.
They did.
About $200.
Right.
Look at there, Daredevil. Is that a Marvel Value stamp? What is that? Okay.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's more of a modern one, isn't it?
Yeah. It's actually perforated around it. So you could you can tear the borders off and it'd be.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Like a sticker, huh?
Yeah.
That's one.
I haven't seen that
the only one I have detached from anything, and it just sits here on my desk.
Well, that's good. That's good. Well, here's another cover that Gil Kane did. Submariner number 43, Mindquake.
Oh, yeah.
In glorious black and white.
I think I've got that issue too. 43.
Well, there was an issue of Submariner that was in that book of yours a while ago. And then here is Warlock from Marvel Premiere number 2, his second appearance in that title. And I believe in this issue he's first called Adam. Adam Warlock. He was just like Warlock before that. Or
that's right.
Or
I
him.
got most all that Warlock stuff, man. That's my dude right there.
Look how he's just hanging on that other panel there with its elbow and everything. Kind of break it up.
He's just kind of leaning over the edge of those two panels.
Right. Mm-hmm. Foreshortened. Yeah.
Very, very clever when they break out the boxes.
Yeah, it is. It was May 1972. First time they called him Adam was in that issue. Warlock number 2, of course. Warlock number 1 is the Marvel Premiere is the Power of the Atom, I think was also a title with him in it.
Mm-hmm.
And
he used to be known as him before he became
just a couple more here. This is going back to the Silver Age of comics. This is Tales of Suspense number 88, page 9. In black and white with some of that. He's going up against the swordsman there, Captain America.
Yeah.
And the same page in color. Does make a difference, doesn't it?
It does make a difference, yeah. Because all our British comics were reprints of American ones, but they were all black and white.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all I got, brother. What do you have?
Well, I've saved the biggest book till last.
Oh, whew, oh man. Oh man. Yeah, let's see the side of that. How thick is that? Oh my gosh. Does that come in a book sleeve? Is that an artist edition?
Yes, it is.
Okay. From IDW. Yeah, those are wonderful. Those cost a few pounds nowadays, don't they?
Yeah, they're not cheap books, Rex. They're not cheap.
They're not cheap at all, are they?
They're also very heavy.
Yes. They're done to actual size to the artwork, right?
Yeah, well, this is the inside front page.
Wow. Look at that. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can.
So that's the inside sleeve. And then this is I've got to sort of try and balance this somehow.
Yeah. Oh, Doc Ock with him above his head. Yeah. Wonderful
You can
stuff.
see the red and the black.
Yeah. Did you color that in, Dave?
No, that was like this. That was like this. I didn't color it in this time.
Okay. My question is, do you still have the Marvel value stamps and the stuff that you clipped out?
No, unfortunately.
They were lost over time.
They were lost in time.
Yeah.
They were lost in time.
Yeah, I'd forgotten that he really did have a pretty good run on Spidey.
He did that.
He's one of my favorite artists, really.
Yeah.
He really is.
Here you go.
And now the Goblin.
Yeah.
Look at the fingers in the foreground, everything. What, like almost like Big Ben in the background, holding a photograph of Spidey.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think that was Joe Robinson, actually. Let's turn over the page and see. Oh no, maybe not. Oops, so daisy. There we go.
Wow, yeah, look at that interior stuff. I mean, he really did do some. Well, I guess he did like Amazing Spider-Man 100, right? Because he did 101 and 102. I know, with the first appearance in the origin of Morbius.
I'm just checking what numbers this book covers because I'm not sure. So, yeah, you get Spider-Man 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, and 121.
Okay, takes a little jump there to 121.
Yeah, well, what it was just a selection of issues for this artist edition, you see.
Okay.
Well, issue 100 is on page 95.
I'm sure he did a lot more than that, though. Don't
Oh,
you
he
think?
did.
Yeah.
He did, yeah. Yeah, he did a lot more than the ones that are in this book.
Now, did he do the cover? I can't remember. Did he do the cover to 129, the first appearance of Punisher?
I couldn't answer that, but somebody out there might know.
Okay.
There we go.
The Spider something, the man?
Or the man. Or the man.
Or the man. Okay.
And this is
Hello, Pops, Rex, and Dave, all of you fine folks frequenting the chat. I hope you are having a great day, James Hayes says.
Thank you. Thank you, James. And this is the next couple of pages. And you can see there's a few notes sort of around the edges.
Gotta love those classic cars.
Yeah.
What issue is that? 121?
No, this is issue 100, Pops.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have an issue 100.
I don't either. I got 119, 120.
I've got a coverless 102.
I used to have issue 100, but I sold it.
Oh, Dave.
I know.
I love your acting in the Stanley Kubrick 2001 Space Odyssey, where and especially the chilling, where the computer is speaking to you and saying, "Stop, Dave. Stop, Dave."
Hey, believe you me, Rex, I've heard that one before.
Oh, have you? Okay. Yeah, that's when he had 6 arms. He was mutated.
Yeah, that's right. He took a serum trying to get rid of his powers, if I remember rightly.
That's when he really looked like Spider-Man. You got to,
yeah.
Come on, he had 2 legs and 6 arms and 8 limbs. He was really Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
This book is that big, I'm struggling to fit it on the screen.
Yeah. Morbius there. I mean, I loved how he drew Morbius' face.
Yeah.
Like no other artist, really. And he also did some Morbius work in Adventures into Fear with Morbius.
Right.
That starred Morbius. Probably has some of that in there. I don't know. Or is this just all his Spidey stuff? Mm-hmm. He kind of took over after John Romita on Spider-Man, didn't he?
Yeah, well, that's issue 121 there.
Okay.
So, I mean, when you see a panel like this, at the size of this book,
yeah. Can you imagine owning some of that original artwork?
Yeah, I can.
And then after that, Ross Andrew, which is a big artist we need to cover sometime, did a lot. I think he did the first Spider-Man book I ever got, which was 149.
I mean, we'll also have to do a show on Gene Colan as well, because he is one of my favorite artists.
I was just going to say Gene Colan, and here is my proof. Here is a page of Gene Colan. It was in between that or John Byrne, but here's a page from Doctor Strange featuring Death down here, which is a skull. Might be big,
Yeah.
Pops there. Gene Colan. I was going to suggest we do Gene Colan.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I didn't
We've
know
got
he was one of your
plenty.
favorites.
I was going to say we've got plenty of artists still to go at, believe you me.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to do Sal Buscema sometime, too.
Yeah.
We did John. I didn't know how much Sal Buscema stuff you had.
I've got a couple of things that I can find,
Yeah.
Well,
show the brothers some love. We've already done John.
Well, that's right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that he's just knocking nonchalantly, showing the power, just a back slap.
Yeah.
And he's still got the 6 arms there. Is that 102?
101.
Oh, 101. Okay, so Morbius' first appearance there, and the next issue would be his origin.
Yes, it
102.
was. That's right. I'm not sure if that's here or not. No, it jumps a bit now. We're on 131 and 149.
And also in that story was Dr. Connors, where the lizard. I loved how he drew the lizard. Oh, that one, not where Doc Ock is getting married to Aunt May, but the other cover is the very first Spider-Man comic I bought.
Is it?
The beginning of the clone story with the jackal.
149.
Yeah, 149. That was the very first Amazing Spider-Man book I bought.
Right.
For 25 cents.
And of course, number 121, which is a famous cover.
Mm-hmm. And I believe on that cover, they even made a school binder of that.
Did they?
Used that for one of those things you put in a binder.
Right.
3-ring binder. I had a few of those when I went to school.
Mm-hmm.
Some Marvel school binders with famous covers on them.
Now, how about this for a splash page, Rex?
Yeah. Is that when Gwen Stacy was killed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Goblin's Last Stand.
Mm. I think he broke her neck, didn't he? From the fall?
Yes. Well, I believe that they added the sound effect of snap as she was falling.
Yeah.
And I think that was her neck breaking.
Yeah, you got to wonder, if Gwen Stacy hadn't died, would he have gotten with Mary Jane?
Exactly.
And then in the early Ditko days, it was Betty Bryant, right?
It was indeed, because if you remember, every time they tried to show Gwen Stacy's face, oh no, sorry, it was Mary Jane's face, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where
it wasn't until that Ramita reveal where she's at the door. She's mentioned before she's ever shown.
Exactly, because usually she was in a panel and there was a flower in front of her face, or she had her back to the viewer,
And then she comes to the door and says, "Face it, Tiger, you hit the jackpot."
Yeah.
So you really didn't know what she looked like. Aunt May was trying to hook Peter up, wasn't she?
That's right, for quite a while as well.
Yeah.
What issue is that? Was that a Marvel fanfare? What?
No, the first appearance of Mary Jane.
The first time that cover that you're talking about. Where is that? What is that?
149 with the clone.
Oh,
where Spider-Man's fighting Spider-Man. Is that the one you meant?
With the one jackal? With that cover. That's the one I'm asking about.
Where Spider-Man's fighting Spider-Man?
No, the Mary Jane cover.
Well,
just talking
this is a famous panel.
It would have been the last panel.
It was the final panel of the issue.
Yeah, it's also a cover of a book too. They put it on a cover. I can't remember. I have it. I want to show it. I just can't remember what they put it on.
Okay. Yeah, it is a famous thing.
Marvel Age. What was it? What did they put it on?
If you hang on a second, I'll see if I can find it in my omnibus.
I can't tell. I can't tell you, Pops. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that particular one.
Oh, I have it. I don't remember if it was a Marvel fanfare or what they did, but they put that on the cover of something.
I don't think it was a fanfare, but I guess it could have been, something I missed. Today, I believe I'm having Vic King on today. Yeah, I'm having Vic King on today on the show. He'll be doing some commission drawing for me, I think, and we'll be talking comics and talking Indiegogo projects and stuff. And on the 16th, I'll have Peter Samedi from Alterna Comics on.
Nice.
Doing a little interview with him. Now that will be at 1 o'clock Eastern time, 12 o'clock my time on the 16th. It's great to have StreamYard and have guests on. I'm finding I don't have to get out near as much and do as much prep if you have more talk, you know. And it's a lot more enjoyable for me because, you know, they tell stories, I tell stories, kind of get feedback on stuff. I like the interaction.
Yeah, I do try to catch a bit of your show when I can, Rex, you know.
Oh, I realize it's late for you.
Yeah. But I do pop in with comments now and again.
How's Glenn doing, Pops? I haven't seen him in a minute.
He was here last week.
Okay.
He was, yeah.
Yeah. I'm here in a week or so, I'm gonna back his project. I've tried to back it a couple times and my bank wouldn't let me. So even after I went to the bank, said, let this go through. And he said he had me a copy, so I haven't really been worried about it. Just been waiting on the finances, waiting on my first paycheck from work.
Well, luckily I'm retired, Rex, so I don't need to work anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was issue 42 of Amazing.
Well, it's work holding up those books.
Of what, Dave?
It was issue 42, Pops, that one.
42, okay.
No, I'm talking about the one that's got Mary Jane on the cover. They did like a Marvel fanfare or something where they put that panel on the cover where she's saying you hit the jackpot and it's her.
Oh, right.
Because I have it. I just can't remember which freaking offshoot they put it in.
And how old is that book?
It's been a while. I mean,
yeah.
I'm trying to find it. I can't. I'm trying to find it in my collection.
Yeah, there's the panel. Face it, Tiger. You've hit the jackpot. And you finally, at first, you know, you see her from behind, that long auburn hair. And that's her aunt there with Peter, right?
That's right.
Aunt May was getting together with her, trying to hook him up with her for a long time.
Yep.
And I think he did hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the final page of that issue, yeah.
Where are you going on holiday this time, Dave?
I'm traveling up to the Orkney Islands, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, which is right up the north of Scotland, in case you're wondering.
Now, do you always kind of check out little thrift stores and look for books?
Yeah, I would, but I don't think there's going to be anywhere I'm going.
Okay.
I doubt it very much because it's
just
right
enjoy
up in the Highlands, the Highlands and Islands and the rugged countryside.
Well, maybe it won't be raining on you this time.
I hope not.
Yeah, because you kind of got rained on the whole time, your last holiday, right?
Yeah, the weather wasn't fantastic last time round, but it was mainly dry. So it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, really, I like to see your individual comics, you know.
Yeah, well, I've still got plenty of those, Rex. It's just a matter of digging them out.
Yeah. Pop says, "Why don't you just do a whole run?" Well, that depends on, like, you know, if you have a whole run put together.
I've got a few runs.
Yeah, I do too, but they're kind of scattered throughout the boxes. You know, I'm not as
organized.
Thought
I'd show this one off just for the heck of it.
What is that sticking in him? Is it glass?
I'm not sure.
It looks like glass shards.
Yeah, I think it's actually a set of playing cards.
Oh, so that's Bullseye did that to him.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Yeah, because he can take anything. you know.
He can and make it a
So,
weapon.
yeah, and he gave Daredevil multiple paper cuts.
That's right.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
I don't know if you've seen this book or not, but I'll show you that one while we're waiting.
Oh, Herb Trimpe there on that
Yeah.
Hulk. Current prices and reviews. Oh, Comics Buyer's Guide present. I don't have that particular one, but yeah.
That's the back cover.
I love their. It probably has Rampaging Hulk, his magazine, in there too.
Yeah,
right?
I would imagine it probably does in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it does. There you go.
Yeah. Wow, very colorful.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had some great artists and great covers on the magazine.
They
Rampaging
did
Hulk.
that. Yeah, it covers all the different issues.
I think it was issue 7 that I got where he was going up against Namor.
Right.
And I subsequently went back and got some of those because there was some nice Jim Starlin cover. You know, yeah. I've got all 5 seasons of the Incredible Hulk when he was on TV.
Yep. I watched it back in the day.
I'd love to get all those Rampaging Hulks, and that was sort of like Savage Sword of Conan. They were black and white.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how many issues there were of that, of Rampaging Hulk?
I should be able to, yeah. Just bear with me a second while I have a look and see. Yeah, they shortened the name to the Hulk. So there was 9 issues of the Rampaging Hulk.
There was how many?
9 issues of the original Rampaging Hulk.
Okay.
And then with issue 10, they shortened the name to the Hulk.
The Hulk, and then how many were there?
That ran up to issue.
But it all kept the same numbering, didn't it?
It kept, yeah, the numbering just carried on. So the final issue is number 20, I think.
Number 20. Okay. So that's not, somebody could realistically collect all 20.
Yeah.
Wouldn't cost them a fortune.
True enough.
Yeah.
And then after Rampaging Hulk, it goes into the Defenders.
Oh yeah, wonderful.
So
yeah, I love the comic book price guide. I think in a way they're kind of superior. They offer more information than the Overstreet.
Yeah.
And the Overstreet has gotten so big, it doesn't offer the information on comics that it used to.
Well, that's it. I mean, that's why I quite like this little book, because it gives you details of each one.
Well, that's the magazine. Did you get the big, like Sears catalog size one that was about that thick, Dave? Big price guides.
I don't think I did.
They came out with 4 of those, and the 5th one was on disc.
Right.
That you could put in your computer. I've got the first 4. I never did get the disc, but the good thing about the comics buyer's price guide is it had production numbers. How many were made of a book? If there was 3,000, it would tell you 3,000, and that might be on certain books. It was every book. They would tell you the print run, and as you see, the later issues and interest kind of wanes in it. The numbers get lower and lower, and then it's canceled.
Right. Okay.
So that's what I really liked about the comics, where they got the Capital and Diamond numbers. Of course, Capital bought out Diamond, took over after Capital. When I had my comic book shop, it was Capital.
Right. Okay.
And then, later became Diamond Distribution, and they're still
around, they changed it a few times over the years, I believe.
Yeah, it started out the direct market though with Capital, but basically they're about the same service as Diamond. Nothing's really changed.
Right.
If they didn't have something, they said, "Well, we'll give you credit and we'll try and get it on your next order," and it's just always a headache.
Well, that's it.
You never get everything you order, hardly.
No, that's true. It's a bit like back in the day when I used to try and order Marvel comics in the UK because they were very hard to get for a spell. because they were pushing the British ones, and all the American ones you couldn't get hold of for a bit. So that was how that went.
How about Pops? You got any magazines?
Not really.
Not really? Okay.
I mean, I got Cracked, I got Mad, you know.
Well, those are cool too.
Let's see. I have a ton of
There you
Comic-Con
go.
programs.
Zombie. That's a good one. Early 70s.
Yeah.
You know, they came out with an essential book of that. I have with all those in there, with all the zombie ones in there. Just one specifically for him.
Just, open it up. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And some of those magazines had photos in there, didn't they?
Yeah, some of them did. Oh,
I know the Vampire Tales did, yeah. Look at that.
Savage Sword of Conan.
What issues number is that? That's a later one.
205.
205. Yeah. It ran about 226 issues. So that
I think it did about that. Yeah, but certainly over 200.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the title, Pops.
Pops, have they come out with another Freak Brothers episode yet?
Not that I've seen, but that doesn't mean they haven't. I just
yeah.
This was like the pot smoking book back in the 70s day.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
that's Walking Dead. Look at that.
That's a photo there, I think.
Yeah, photo on that side.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember in Vampire Tales you had like Vincent Price was in a movie and it had a picture of him, and you had Count Yorga and Blackula. Remember Blackula? The movie? I started watching that on YouTube, and then I just look at those Conan covers. Werewolf by Night, yes. Oh, Thongor, got Thongor there.
Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Marvel Saga. That's what it is.
Dracula. Is that all this Gil Kane stuff right there?
No, this is just.
Guys, here you go. Here you go. This is what I'm talking about right here. Marvel Saga.
Okay. Ah,
22.
Marvel Saga. Yeah.
I think
and some of those, and that's a low print. Pops, that's a low print book.
I got two of them.
Yeah, that's a low print book. The later Marvel sagas, out of that price guide I was telling you about, some of those Marvel sagas have a very short print run, and most people don't even know it.
Mm-hmm. See, I've got the little spider heart. This is like.
Let me just bring something out.
I don't think
I also have the wedding issue.
Yep.
When Peter and MJ got married.
I'm
a big MJ fan.
Yep.
A redheaded MJ. Redheaded MJ. I'm a big redheaded MJ.
Well, did she ever change her hair color? Did she ever change her hair color?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Well, you were emphasizing the red hair.
Because they changed her completely.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I've got a Marvel Universe.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's what started it off, wasn't it?
Ching, double time.
And that's a John Romita Sr. cover there.
There you go.
Now that one you're holding up,
I got a bunch of those too.
Yeah, that was a great thing about those. They were wraparound covers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it showed you the stats on all the characters, huh?
It did.
And even the groups, yeah.
Asgardians.
Asgardians,
what else have we got?
See, now, a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, but that Marvel Saga.
Hey, Mrs. Good Stuff.
Dude, There is some really, really good stuff in that Marvel Saga series.
Oh yeah, there is. I mean,
Look.
it you know, down through the years, they
You got
just kind of
Dr. Doom.
reprint the seminal moments of
And
like, yep. I've
little
got
X-Men action, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four.
Spider-Man #1, yeah.
You get some.
If you don't know Marvel lore, that Marvel Saga is a great thing to read and catch up on.
Yep.
It certainly is.
A little bit Daredevil, some Electra, the
And like I say, the latter issues are really low print run.
Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, check that cover out. I think that's a Ron Lim cover.
That's good, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
For some reason, I thought I had that set, but I don't.
Who's up? Who's up? Hi, Miss Good Stuff. What's happening?
Pop's got something that Dave don't have. Pop's got something that Dave don't have.
But I can still show this off.
But I can still show this. Alpha Flight by John Byrne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
American
And the American Eagle. Yep. I think he made his first appearance in a Marvel 2-in-1 annual.
You're right, Rex. Do you know the issue number, though?
10?
6.
6, okay. With Ron Wilson artwork, yeah. Mm-hmm. Anaconda.
Mm.
Yes, Angel and Annihilus. And Annihilus is drawn by John Byrne there too, I think.
I think you might be right. First appearance, Fantastic Four annual number 6.
Yeah, I have that. Ant-Man. Yep. And Aquarius.
Aquarius.
This is the age of Aquarius.
Just about. Aquarian first appearance, Fear 17.
Oh, Aquarian. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Aquarian. I like how they give you the details of the first appearance.
Oh, yeah. And I can tell you that one, the Arabian Night, his first appearance was in Contest of Champions #1.
No, it says in here, first appearance, Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk? Who? Incredible Hulk?
Yeah, 257.
Okay.
So
I was wrong.
So it gives you an actual little synopsis of the origin, right?
Yeah, and their first appearance.
Okay, so when they try to rewrite that shit, when they try to rewrite that shit, all you got to do is show them those. No, look, this is how it happened. Look.
Yeah, now Kitty Pryde there is by Paul Smith. Paul Smith artwork.
Right.
I really liked how he drew her back then.
So Kitty Pryde's first appearance was, do you happen to know, Rex?
Uncanny X-Men #131.
Close, 129.
Oh, okay. Because I knew the Dazzler was 130.
Right.
And I was thinking maybe right after Dazzler, but right before Dazzler. Okay.
It even gives you a height, which was 5'4".
5'4", thank God, no more.
She weighed 105 pounds, hazel eyes and brown hair.
Yeah. And she had a dragon.
Yeah, she did.
Purple dragon.
I think it was.
A purple dragon. Yep.
A couple more for you.
A Tuma.
Yep.
Yep. And then a John Byrne Aurora.
Yep, that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
And her first appearance was X-Men 120.
Yeah.
And a load of heads.
I had that artwork.
Did you?
I had every one of those.
Wow.
I had the original artwork. It was all on one page. They were just lined up like that.
Right.
All on one page. I'd forgotten that was in there. It was published in there.
Mm.
He might have made it for that, particular thing.
Possibly so.
But I had the original artwork to that. It probably would be worth several $1,000s.
An Avengers Mansion there.
Probably 10,000 for at least that one page if I had it today.
Wow.
That's what somebody told me. And that's conservative. Yeah. And it had the alien species and the Quinjet, the Avengers Quinjet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
that's
great
right.
fun because you really got an in-depth look at the Marvel Universe for the first time.
You did indeed.
And then after this, they did updates.
Yeah.
And then they also did some 3-ring binder pages too.
Did they? Oh.
Yeah, with the updates that you could put in a binder.
Right. So that's that one. Right, back to you, Rex, for a minute.
Well, another great show. I mean, my goodness. We can do John Byrne. We can do Gene Colan. It really doesn't matter. I know I've already pulled some John Byrne stuff, but it wouldn't be too hard for me to pull some Gene Colan stuff either.
Yeah. Well, like I say, in 2 weeks' time, if you let me know who we're doing, I'll dig some stuff out for us.
Well, I like to settle it while you're here. So why don't we do, since Gene Colan's one of your favorites, let's just do Gene Colan.
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Okay. And then we'll do John Byrne the next week. After that.
2 weeks today for Gene Colan, yeah?
Okay.
That's fine.
And I don't know what I and Pops are going to do.
I'm sure you'll think of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I'd like to see what you have on John Byrne for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a few things on John Byrne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who are some more of your favorite artists?
I've got that many favorite artists. I can't quite think at the minute, but I must admit, Jack Kirby has got to be at the top of my list.
Okay.
Possibly followed by John Romita.
You like Bernie Wrightson?
So who?
Oh, yeah.
Bernie Wrightson?
Yeah, Bernie Wrightson, another good horror comic book artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes. There's quite a few artists. If you roll the names off, I'll be going along with it. Yeah.
Okay. Any idea what you want to do next week, Pops?
Well, like I said, we're gonna see if we can invite somebody out to join us, and maybe we'll let them decide.
Yeah.
Well, now how are we going to do that?
Because they're only going to be out here for one time to show off some of what they got. So we'll let them pick a topic, and we'll just.
And then you can just show whatever.
I'm thinking about Doc's buddy Charles. He's got a huge collection like Dave's, and he wants to come out and show some stuff. And I'm like, we'll let him come out, and we'll bounce off what he's got. Whenever we have a guest, we can kind of just bounce off what they got. Yeah, they're not going to be out here every week showing off their stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, if they say, "Well, I want to show off," I don't know. I just like a heads up so that I can kind of.
We'll try to get. That's why I already sent Doc a message. We'll try to get it figured out. We'll try to get it figured out like soon, not wait till the last minute.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just whatever's to hand, Rex.
Yeah. Otherwise,
right. And I can do that.
We're just going to wing it anyway.
Yeah. I do that every day, So
yeah, we're just going to wing it anyway, probably.
Mm-hmm. We usually do, because I didn't plan on showing that tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the show the individual floppies.
I love that. That's what my collection mostly is.
Yeah.
I can go pull. That's
but now I love seeing Dave's larger editions, his artist editions. And
well, I've got about another 15 of them to go yet, so there's plenty left.
Yeah, well, you've got the big omnibuses too, don't you?
As well, behind me.
Yeah, he's got all that behind him. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just it looks like a whole bunch of videos, but they're much bigger than videos.
Well, there's so many artists we could talk about. Kurt Swan.
Yeah.
I believe Wayne Boring was born today.
Right.
Like I said, we don't always have to be stuck in a creator. Right. We can always sometimes just pick a line,
a title.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. A title or a run. And don't forget, of course, Steve Ditko. We haven't done him yet.
Well, today, when Vic's not, when I'm not talking to him, I'm going to be showing a bunch of Uncanny X-Men.
Ah.
A fairly large run of Uncanny X-Men.
Very nice too.
On the show today. Yeah.
What time does your show start, Rex? Is it 10:30 here?
It starts at 4 Central, so
4.
Here in about 30 minutes.
7, 8. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What time
about
is it?
30 minutes from now.
Right. So about 10 o'clock my time.
About 10 o'clock is and I actually my second largest viewership is from the UK. From the
Is
UK.
it?
Yep.
Ah.
I often get rated, and I have usually somebody from the UK every day.
Right.
In their Tree Goblins, very faithful to come in, and he's from the UK. But then Blue Harvest Toys, he comes in and brings a lot of his mods, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. So I'm going to get going here and get ready for my show. Take a little break, let my dog out, and get ready. Send Vic the link and get things set up. And
well, it's been a pleasure, Rex, as always, and Pops too.
Yeah,
you bet.
Enjoyed it.
We'll definitely get with you soon, Rex. I won't make you wait till Saturday to tell you what we're going to do.
Yeah.
I'll figure something out. And the week after Father's Day, I don't know. We'll just figure that one out on the fly. Okay.
Yeah. If it's Father's Day and you want to take Father's Day off, that's fine.
Yeah,
with me.
that's fine by us.
I was going to say we might be able to do it on Saturday instead of Sunday or something.
Yeah, we could possibly do that. Yeah.
That could probably be a possibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yep.
We could do that. I do like this show, man, and we do get some views on it. You guys make it good. I try to stay out the way. Tell everybody where they can find you, Rex.
Oh, Devil Flyer, Momentum on YouTube and on Instagram, on Twitter. Just look under Devil Flyer. Have an Indiegogo project up there as well, black and white. Devil Flyer black and white Ashcan editions up in demand right now for a couple more weeks. We'll see. And then really trying to work with Vic and other artists. Doc Blaylock's drawing a story here pretty soon. You got to see at the beginning of this show trading card he's doing for me, a new character designed just for him actually to do.
Too.
Yeah. I don't even have a name for her, but
I'll get you one.
And as for myself, I'm just on Facebook and I'm a general comic book reader and all things comics. Quite simple.
That's it. You can find him in the madness, baby.
Yeah. Yes, I'm on CromCon every month as well. Yeah.
That's right.
I should have mentioned that.
You're becoming a star, Dave. You're becoming a star. Pretty soon the other network's going to be stealing you from me. Hey, man, Dave, you want to come be on my show?
Oh, no, you're all right, Pops. Nobody's been poaching me yet.
Be on your show. You go right on out there and become a star, baby. That's what it's about. Look, you got a hell of a collection, man. I'm proud of my little collection. You got a hell of a collection. You damn sure should be proud of it.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Well, it's been about 60 years in the making.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I had a fire and had to start completely over.
Yeah, this is my fourth one. It's my fourth collection.
It happens. Treasures being found and lost every day.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks again, gentlemen. It's been another fantastic show.
Absolutely.
Rex, have a good show, bro.
Yeah.
I will. Take care.
Luck, Rex.
You all have a great day. I'm going to play that commercial that I always play on my way out. Peace.
Okay, cheers. Cheers, Pops.
Take it easy.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit CB4